So we look at, for every sample we test, we look at more than 1,000 components. Because again, it's not those top 30 or 40 that will make up 90+% of what actually is in the oil. That doesn't tell you the story of it's pure or not. You got to look at the bigger picture. Everything else, that the steps that would have been left is someone's trying to build an oil or make more profit for themselves. There are indications, and whether it's the biomarkers are reduced, the synthetic markers are there and increased, clear indications that this is not a pure oil.
I think a lot of companies would alter things because they're producing it, so.
Yeah. What happens most of the time, because essential oils are produced in very rural areas, and again, we'll get into this more too. We actually will talk specifically about adulteration here in just a moment. But a small farmer who, this is his year's worth of crop, if he can add 10-15% castor oil and get 20% more yield from his farm, I mean, you understand why this happens. What happens most of the time is these brokers, these consolidators will buy from these small farmers from all over the world, consolidate it in, and then they are the ones who are expert at producing even natural chemicals. Those brokers will sell to the end users of the products. And most of the time, 90+% of the time, those end buyers do not know that what they're buying has been adulterated. It's not currently. Again, because it's all, well, no, you're buying peppermint with menthol in it. Yeah, right. So most of the time, for any, like a general lab, we'll test, you do a GCMS run for about 30 minutes. And so allow for 30 minutes to separate out. We run ours again because we're not really focused on those major components. We run ours for at least 100, usually 110 minutes. So more than double. Because again, you think of all these thousands and thousands of components in a sample, the bigger picture you get, the more they separate out. The easier it is to identify them and to really see a much bigger picture of what's really in that oil. So our run times are far longer than nearly any other lab, and our expertise in being able to identify unknowns, things that other labs have never seen before. They don't know what it means to actually find these components, but we do.